Welcome to another Dawn of War Crucible video. This one is going to be a little bit different, where it's not going to be a guide per se, it's just going to be a showcase of how to defeat the Sisters Stronghold as Imperial Guard. This is specifically aimed at beginners and new players to the game, so this will be done on normal difficulty. As if you're playing on hard or brutal, then I expect you to be able to create your own strategies. So let's have a look at the map first. First thing I recommend is that you get all of the honor guard on the world before attempting a stronghold. This is true for any stronghold for any race, but it specifically goes for your first stronghold. It's going to be a tough battle because you don't have as many units, so you want all of the help you can get. They are specifically designed around you having all of the honor guard on your planet before you attempt them. So I recommend starting with Shakun Coast first, as that one gives you 2 honor guard, Commissar Yarrick and the heavy weapons team, and then just going left and left again, which gives you 4 honor guard total, and you should have at least 2, hopefully 3 or 4 war gear. You will get 1 from this conquering 1 province, 1 from conquering 3 provinces, hopefully 1 for defense, and maybe 1 from the either kill to death ratio or killing a certain amount of units. But regardless, I personally put them into health and buffing my own units, as I want this guy to be a frontline tank. I don't really care about his damage, I just want him to be up front and just tank the enemies so I can retreat him, and then he can heal up, and then I can send him in again. Okay. So let's start the stronghold. So the Sisters Stronghold is interesting on normal difficulty because the defenses that the Sisters have are very weak compared to the offense that they dish out. So it's heavily encouraged. Obviously, this is encouraged on all difficulties, but specifically on normal, it is highly encouraged that you play aggressively in the stronghold and don't just try to sit and turtle. You can still kind of do that, but you'll be spending way more resources on defending rather than your economy, and your economy is going to be way worse. So when I press the start button, things are going to go pretty quickly. Initially, the first thing you should do is send some of your units to cap listening posts and send the rest of your army to meet the first attack that the Sisters sent. You want to find yourself a forward entrenched position and then kind of keep pushing the battle line forward bit by bit. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. Moving units up, sending units to cap listening post. So my builders are going to get a barracks thing. Let's get some tech priests. And there we go. Let's send these units up. So you want to establish your first position around here. The first attack wave is very easy on normal difficulty. It's just 2 squads of novitiates. It's not difficult, it shouldn't really pose a challenge. So just tie them up, get these guys in position, and there we go. Okay, so let's start capping the listening posts. And we can start pushing forward. So let's get these guys moving forward. It's fine if you're doing this slower than me, as long as you're more or less doing what I'm doing, you should be fine, even if it is a bit slower. So let's get a second plasma generator and start upgrading the listening posts. You want to get these upgraded as early as possible. Let's move these guys up a little bit more. And let's get some last cutters on these guys. You may note that I'm not spending many resources on reinforcing or upgrading units, just the last cutters. This is because your early game economy should go nearly fully into listening posts your early game resources should go nearly fully into getting and upgrading your listening posts. So, making sure that my units target proper enemies. Let's send out a grenade. Let's send these guys up again. Okay, and let's go back and look at our economy again. So let's get you going. Let's get tier 1 going, right? And let's start capping this listening post. Once you take out the barracks, the initial attack waves should no longer spawn. So you're basically good at this point. You just need to deal with the rest of the units and cap the points. It's fine if the units are retreating somewhere else. That's not really a problem. You just need to deal them and make sure that Yarrick doesn't run off and die. So let's position you over here. Okay, we are tier 1, so let's start getting more. Oh, I completely forgot Catachans. Ah well. So as you can see, I did all of this 1 unit down because I completely forgot that Catachans were just back here. But that's fine. As you can see, we still cleared it with barely any losses. So now, once you've cleared out the space, you have until 12 minutes before the crusade and all of that activates. Sorry, 14. Is it 14 minutes? 16 minutes, my bad. Did my maths wrong. You have 16 minutes until that activates. Yeah, because it's 8 on Brutal. So multiply that by 2. So you have some time to chill now. You have basically nearly doubled your economy by taking these listening posts. So now you should reinforce them, get up to 6 generators, and make sure that all of your listening posts are upgraded to tier 2. By the way, if you're wondering why I'm building things this way and this way, and what the build order is and all of that is in the general guides and the specific Imperial Guard guide. I highly recommend watching those, as I'm not going to be explaining things as much. I'm just mostly going to be showing things. So if you wanted a detailed explanation, go to those guides. So, more upgrading of listening posts. Let's get a tactical center, may as well. And let's upgrade you to tier 2. And when we get the chance, start upgrading you. So as you can see, things are fairly chill right now. Should get this. Should get you. And I'm going to speed things up a bit, just so we're not sitting here staring at me building up economy for like 15 minutes. So first thing I would recommend doing is that if you see you're in a situation like this where you have a bunch of requisition but not a lot of power, you should build a second HQ. The location that I recommend for a second HQ... Ooh, look at that attack wave. Okay, let's focus on reinforcing units and all of that for now. Make sure that we're tying up the Retributors in melee, as those are kind of the main damage dealers. Fine if the units are retreating, you don't really need to chase them. So, as I was saying, good location for second HQ. Let's actually get some more units. Let's get some... Yeah. There's two ways to deal with it. Build extra HQs, or just get more units. Since the AI is being annoying and sending units around and all of that, I'm gonna build a few more units in order to help. Okay. Let's get this. And let's get some of these upgrades. Should have probably gotten them way earlier, but I'm specifically not going to be using grenades, even though I realistically should, just because they are very micro-intensive, and I want to show off how this would work for a beginner. So let's get 5 squads of these guys and send them out. They will go into the HQ to basically garrison it. Okay, cool. We got this location set up. So now we want to have more generators built. The whole point was that we were going to get more generators. So let's start building more generators. Okay, all of these are tier 2. Great. Let's upgrade this and get to upgrading that soon. And let's build a field commander or 2 over here. Sure, let's build them like this. Okay, so these guys will go in here. They will basically garrison it. Let's also get some medics, just to heal Yarrick and things like that. Okay, let's get to tier 2. There were some assassins coming for my commander, but we dealt with those. There we go. So let's actually have some of these squads transfer here and make some more conscripts. Why not? These are shooting out. Great. Let's get some more. Oh, actually, we're tier 2, so let's start getting Kasserkin. So let's deal with that. Let's start with Kasserkin. Let's get a comm tower over here. Let's get this upgrade and this upgrade. Okay, great. We dealt with all of that. So let's start building the defensive line. So the idea is, if you haven't watched the Sisters Guide, I highly recommend to, but just to recap, the Confessor will start over here, go around over here, and then it will move from here to here. And we want to intercept him on the way whilst they're moving. Okay, so that's why the squads are positioned the way they are. Let's get a second defensive HQ over here, since sometimes they can come to attack from this position, so we want some extra defenses. And we want more generators. And let's start building Kasserkin. Get all of these upgrades. And start on Kasserkin production over here as well. See, as you can see, sometimes they attack from weird angles and not where you expect it to. I'm also specifically not going to pick a doctrine just to show off that this can happen and you can make this work regardless of which doctrine you go for. Okay, as you can see, my defenses here are a little bit lacking. That's fine. Soon we'll have a few squads of Kasserkin, which should be able to deal with that pretty handily. Yeah. I'm not too worried about losing a listening post. Yes, this stronghold is kind of a back and forth where you will lose things. It's just a matter of how well you can recover from those losses. So don't expect yourself to be able to do the stronghold without losing a single unit, or like without losing any ground. That's, I guess, the best way to put it. You will lose ground, you will have to retreat and regroup, that kind of thing. Let's also get the hero upgraded and get the sergeants going. So let's get you, and let's start getting Ogrins. So we're kind of in a standoff there, that's fine. Okay, let's have you... Okay, so this is where the crusade activates. Let's actually put the sergeant here. Okay, and now we're ready to go and deal with this attack. Okay. So now that we have more power than we have requisition, let's build some industrial commands to help things along. Let's get you... Okay, great. So now, let's do a few things. First of all, let's get more turrets and start getting their upgrades. This will be important once the crusade starts. Let's have one of you rebuild this. And let's have the Kasserkin. No, Yarrick, don't die. Come on, get back, get back, get back. Oh, thank God. Okay, Yarrick lived. Okay, so at this point, the Honor Guard are not all that useful for offense, so I just say, you know, use Kasserkin to attack, and then use the Honor Guard to defend wherever it's needed. Let's get more turrets. Let's put a defensive encampment here to reduce the damage that we take. Okay, and let's have the Kasserkin move up and deal with all of this stuff. So let's add you to the control group. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, both of these are built. Let's build some extra... Actually, let's start by building you. Okay, so the Confessor started moving, so it starts it over there. That's fine. Well, let's get some more turrets. Let's have the Katachans involved in this as well. So lightning fighters and tanks, that's fine. So let's actually get some anti-tank stuff over here as well. And again, we're very much... Let's get the anti-vehicle upgrade over here. And let's move these guys over here. So we can build more power. So let's build more power. Again, to those of you that are experienced, that are, I guess, watching this for fun, I don't know, like, yes, I'm not playing this optimally, and that is very much intentional, because what I'm trying to do is showcase that this can be done in a relatively lazy way with somewhat low APM. Okay, so the Confessor is building his army, and soon they will come upon this defensive encampment, and hopefully the defensive encampment will hold. Let's get some more upgrades. And let's get a few Earthshaker platforms just so, you know, IG players are not screaming at me. Let's focus these turrets on the Confessor. Let's start expanding this way. And let's send these guys off to deal with that. I'm not sure where their Confessor went. But I think he might be dead. Yeah, it looks like he's dead. Great. Makes things easier. Which one of you has the Meltas? Oh, whatever. They're dead. Great. And there we go. Like, yeah, some of the units went off to the side, but the Confessor himself is dead, so the recruitment waves are no longer really a threat. And look at the amount of resources I have. This is ridiculous amounts of resources. Let's get... I think I actually need more power. Yeah, let's build more HQs. Let's build another HQ like over here in between these two. And let's start upgrading you. And upgrade you. There we go. As you can see, 24 minutes into the game, I'm going into tier 4, and this has not been like very APM intensive. Like, I've literally set these Kasserkin to attack move, and they're just destroying shit for me. So yeah, as you can see, these units are just stuck here because the Confessor is dead, so they won't really go and do anything. Crusade recruitment centers. Oh, nice, we destroyed that one. That's good. Well, I'm not sure if that's good, but it's something. Might be bad in the long term. We'll have to see. So let's actually leapfrog the HQs up a bit. And yes, I will literally turret rush the enemies on that side. Okay. Once we reach tier 4, we can get better Kasserkin and better Ogrins, but don't really need Ogrins right now. Let's get you and you. And this is the power of a good economy. Like, the amount of resources I have is insane, and I could have played this way, way better in order to have even more resources. Let's build you in the back. And let's get a Titan assembly bunker over here. Okay, great. Let's get the relic now. Oh, you're not with the Melta. Who's with the Melta? You're with the Melta. Okay, Melta, please. Thank you. They're coming over this way, and this is where the conscripts come in, where I can, you know, whenever I see an attack wave from a path that isn't really defended, as long as I have a HQ there, I can grab a bunch of units and have them go that way. Oh, Crusaders. That's cool. Make sure we're focusing the Celestians. Let's capture you. Even if we lose some of this, it's not a big deal. Alright, it is a big deal because all of my workers died. Oopsie. Oh no, they didn't die. Where the hell are you? Lazy butts. Oh, they're building this. Right, I forgot. Okay, let's have you guys build the Titan Assembly Bunker. And sure, let's get some tanks. Haven't really done much with tanks, but sure. Okay, so we've completely cleared that side. Let's pop you. Run away. That's right. Let's capture some of this as well. Oh yeah, there's also these abilities on Yarrick, which are really good, especially in the early game, but I have not used them just to, you know. Ideally, I should be using them, but I'm not because, you know, I'm trying to showcase. I think I made that pretty clear. So let's get you. Okay, great. Once you're done, let's surround this with... Okay, actually, since we have that, we need to grab you. And we need to grab you. So how many centers are left? Only 4. That's pretty good. So let's move our Kasserkin army over to a more favorable position. Let's get you upgraded as well. Let's consolidate you guys over here and then move you to an appropriate position. Okay. Let's surround you some more with generators. Let's get you, and let's get you. Right, I need a nuclear weapons center. I'm not going to be using any nukes. I find them very boring. And sure, you can use a nuke to like wipe out an army that the Confessor has, including the Confessor, but meh. So a new crusade has gathered, and all of the old units from over here were pulled into it, as you saw. So let's have these guys over here. Let's get them to defend the crusade. I don't know, go down here. God, pathing in this game is not great, to say the least. Okay, see, are you good? I don't think one row from here would be good, so... Yeah, that still captures the center. Okay, so we can get Titans once the relic builds up. So let's get heroes upgraded, actually. So yeah, I have an absolute abundance of resources now because of the early game economy. Like, you can basically do whatever you want to at this point in the game. So it's just... As with most strategy games, early game advantages lead to big advantages later. The fact that I was able to focus on my economy early meant that later in the game, as you can see, the advantage is now massive. Let's get you upgraded. Let's get tier 5. Is the... No, he isn't over here. Okay. Well, now's as good a time as any to bait them into attacking into the defensive position, and then just wiping them out. Where's the Confessor? There's the Confessor in this mess. Okay, he went over here. That's fine. He'll die. Okay, we've killed the Confessor. It's good. Let's get you and you upgraded. Let's get you upgraded. And let's get some turrets over here just to defend this in case it gets attacked. Like that. Ah, you assholes. Okay, let's send you to the HQ. So here's a little trick you can do as IG that not enough people actually do. So, sorry, let me get these guys out. Oh my god. Get out. Get out. Thank you. There we go. Get the squad out. And as you can see, now you can defend your outlying territories. Okay. Let's have these guys go and attack. This guy can be on defense duty for now. Not super efficient, so that's the one that buffs your entire army, but whatever. And let's start getting a Titan. So I could save up for an Imperator, but let's get a Warlord instead. Just to keep things interesting, and a Commander Reaver Titan. Again, at this point in the game, you could do this whatever way you see fit. You could, you know, just turret rush them. You could literally just build a wave of turrets going up until you destroy the bases. You can do whatever you want. You don't want to take too long in destroying all the bases because Remember, the mission isn't over. It's not just destroy the bases and that's it. There is, you know, the whole thing with the Saints that you got to deal with. But it should be close to over. So let's get rid of these guys. Not gonna build the nuke. Let's grab you and let's grab you. Hello, big boy. My very biggest armor strength technically structures mostly in the units. Let's get mega cannons and plasma annihilators. Okay. Yeah, still haven't built any vehicles. I know that many IG players are going to be mad at me, but this is how I play IG. I don't really build vehicles. At least not often. I mostly rely on, you know, infantry and that kind of stuff. Okay, so recruitment centers. That recruitment center has been dealt with. So shall we push into the... Let's push into the tank base. Can you go in here? Or can you not still? Let's have you go in here. It doesn't need to be the commander that goes in there, by the way. It can be any commander-like unit. Yeah, and as you can see, this line has been holding very well against anything that might pop up. Okay, great. That stuff has been done. Let's melee some fools. Let's have you increase morale. Oh, we forgot to get you. Let's get you as well. Okay, well, that's it for my relics. So from here on out, I can just build units. So the most effective thing at this point in the game would probably be the artillery. So let's go for some artillery. How's my infantry doing? Good, good. What are you? Oh, Canoness. Yeah, makes sense. Canoness can be a bitch to kill. Let's have a builder. Well, actually, let's have you. Okay, let's finish this off. Let's have commissars cap. Sorry, conscripts cap this since I don't really need them defensively anymore. So let's have them cap all the units. Ooh, oopsie. Did not mean to activate that. I'm deliberately not using the Titans out of the way. I'm wanting to show off that, you know, you can do all of this with basic infantry. Okay, so let's get a Basilisk Magnus built in the center of the map, preferably. Will you allow me to build it here? No? There we go. Okay, please get that built. What else? Yeah? I'm just gonna speed this up now. This map can be a little bit weird in terms of pathing because these things you can't path through. Maybe I'll change that at some point, but for now it is the way it is. So the Confessor's coming for the... Let's kill the... Oh, that's not the Confessor. No, 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 no. Kill the Confessor. Kill the Confessor. Thank you. Oh, my infantry is dying. Let's get some more. Let's probably get 2 squads of Ogrins and then focus on Casterkin. And let's start pumping out our artillery. So let's get 4 squads of you, let's say. And a few squads of you. Oh, my infantry died. Okay. Let's get some generators near it. Let's get Inferno shells. Grab you, and let's grab both of you. And I think you died as well, so probably you. Okay. Let's just research all of these because may as well. And let's have this infantry go and clear out that side of the map. So let's send these vehicles over here, because these ones are going to take out this one. So let's have this guy go over here, and let's have this guy move over this way. As you can see, these guys do a lot of damage to buildings. Oh, it's the Basilisk Magnus, yeah. So yeah, as you can see, these structures are a bit difficult to take out, but they're intended to be that way. So let's start taking out some of the shrines. Oh, one of them has been taken out. Okay, they've moved. This guy has moved over here. So let's back off. So yeah, as you can see, not even an hour in, I can get Apocalypse rounds on the Basilisk Magnus, at which point it's basically over. So let's deal with this guy. And let's send this guy over here to deal with that. Right, and let's have this guy attack the main base in order to bait the angel over there. There we go. Let's have these guys come into main to make it possible to deal this one. Okay, the throne has moved over here. So in that case, let's move back to main. Should move back to main soon. Yep, it's back in the main base, so this can now be damaged again. Fuck off, fuck off. Run! Guy's angry. Ah, he's angry. There we go. Let's deal with the angels. So yeah, as you can see, on top of getting it to go to one of the other shrines, you can also bait it away by just giving it units to attack. Oh, Apocalypse rounds are done. Well, there we go. The throne has been cleared, and the HQ has been cleared as well. 57 minutes, not even an hour. So, yeah. And as you can tell, I could have finished this mission probably 10 to 15 minutes earlier if I actually used the Titans to help clear and, you know, didn't play so slowly. But the point was, that was a very chill mission. Like, I just pushed into the initial base, then I, skip through all of these menus. So I pushed into the initial base, then I just kind of chilled mostly until 16 minutes, getting my economy up and running, and that was the main thing. Everything after that, so, you know, being able to get all the resources to get Kasserkin, then push with Kasserkin, then get Titans and all of that was because I spent the initial bit of the game focusing on economy. Focusing on getting the 7 listening posts, upgrading them, then at an appropriate time pushing the second base and upgrading that, and then going from there. So, main thing is aggression in this mission. Main thing is aggression leading into economy. You don't want to purely defend. As you can see, I built a lot of defenses, but I only defended where it was appropriate, because the defenses that the sisters have in their bases are really minimal. Like, they're pitiful. Like, my Kasserkin squad went through an entire big base without losing so much as a unit, and as soon as I had to fight the army that the Confessor had, they got completely wiped out. Like, that should tell you everything you need to know. Their defenses are not great, but their offense is ridiculously strong, so what you want to do is move their offense into positions where you can defend it easily, divert their offense that way, and then push where they're weakest. Push on their defenses. Hopefully this video was useful and gave you an idea of how to beat this mission. Apologies if I was quiet for periods of time. Sometimes I had to focus up a bit, and I'm not used to doing gameplay commentary, so, you know, this is a new thing for me. And comment or tell me in the Discord if you would like to see this for either the Necron or the Space Marine Stronghold. And see you guys in the next one.